Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 episode. And in this one, we are going to be showcasing my build and the brand new camp that I've just built over the course of 2 or 3 days. But as you can see, this is the camp, and here is the location on the map. It's just a little bit south of the Hill Fork hot dogs, and it's right here where this boat is. This boat was originally here, obviously, and we turned it into a modern house with the boat to the side and our seedy shed as our little workshop area up here. So we're going to run you through this camp, and then we're also going to showcase my build, perk cards, weapons, all that good stuff, and what we're still looking for to finally complete this build. So what we're going to do first, we'll go over to the seedy shed. So obviously, you know, you got your two statues out here out front. Just makes it look a little bit better. I wish there was railings that could go up the side of the staircase. That would be cool. But you know, we got the 2 brewing station and fermenter out here, Death Claw rug, along with the Pickaxe Pilsner sign, which I took from the bar set and stuck it right there. And we got the winter icicle lights all the way around it. You come inside, you know, you got your workbenches and stuff in here. Made it like a little workshop area. The side of this was actually not easy to do. I had to play around with a lot of little gimmicks to get that lined up the way I wanted it to. Here's the porch area. Obviously you can see, and I'm not going to show you every little detail. You guys can obviously see with your own eyes. Come in, we got the living room here. Love that rug. It's my favorite rug. We got the kitchen table. The kitchen itself, we got a display here, display there. You guys want to see how to do this display, I'll make a video on that. A little trash can there. Come out here, we got my behind the curtain. We got my little band set up here. I actually love how this turned out, putting the curtains and stuff around the porch. It makes it look unique, and I love how this turned out. So I got my little band area, and then on the next set of curtains is the bar area. And I think that turned out pretty good as well with the got the flag there, 2 benches, a little sign. You go over here, obviously this is where the scrap box and stash is, and then you come down the stairs onto the boat. She's always glitching through the boat. I have no idea what's wrong with her. Got the fusion generator over here, so it's ultimately protected unless it's getting shot by something. And then we've got my vendors lined up. I got 2 up there and 2 on the sides, and then my ammo machine right here in this doorway, which is currently making 45 ammo. So overall, I think the camp turned out pretty nice, and we also have our water purifiers out there as well. It's doing great on water. I've been stocked on water, and we just got a challenge done for collecting that water. So, and also there is my Twitch. If you guys want to go follow me on Twitch at Forbidden King 367, the same name as it is on here. Make sure you guys go give me a follow. I'm always doing Fallout 76 live streams over there. I'm actually getting ready to do a live stream right after this video is uploaded. And so yeah, guys, go check me out on Twitch. And if you guys want to come check out my camp in person, like I said, just add me. It's the same as my Twitch and YouTube name, and you guys can come check it out yourselves in person. Okay, so now that we're done going through the camp, we are now going to take a look at my perk cards and go through what all I have for my build. So, first things first, in strength, we have 3 points into Barbarian, which grants every point of strength adds +4 damage resistance, max 80, and no power armor. So this one's obviously, for me, I don't run power armor barely at all. So this is definitely a must perk card to have. And then my other 2 points into strength is the ballistic ammo weighs 90% less. This is also really, really good if you're carrying a bunch of ammo like I do. You never have to worry about your weight of your ammo having to drop or store or anything like that. So moving on to perception, we have 15 points into perception, and we're going to start with the first one. We are running a fixer and handmade build, so we're going commando perks, and we have 3 points into the master commando. We have 3 points into the base commando and expert commando. Those all grant damage for your automatic weapons. And then you go over to tank. I also have tank killer, rank 3. This one, rifle ignores 30% armor and has a 9% chance to stagger. So also a very nice one to have for this build. And my other remaining 3 points is put into concentrated fire. which VATs target limbs, focus fire, gain high accuracy, and damage per shot. So you can target each limb and do a mass amount of damage. So moving on to endurance, we have 6 points into endurance, and we have Ironclad, rank 5, gain 50 damage and energy resistance while not wearing power armor. Again, if you're a guy like me who doesn't barely wear power armor at all, and I know some people that wear power armor all day long every day, but I'm just not one of those guys. I think it's just too big, and like I like power armor itself, but like I don't wear it all the time, and I don't really like wearing it. So unless I absolutely have to. Gain 50 damage and energy resistance while not wearing power armor. So this is a definite must if you're like me. Guy doesn't wear power armor barely at all. And my remaining point into endurance is Radical. The greater your rads, the greater your strength. So if you're a guy like me who runs the rads all the way to the health line, then you will definitely do good on strength. And we already got 5 points in the strength, so I mean you're gonna max out your strength pretty nicely. So moving on to charisma. Now these I swap back and forth. Right now I have Lone Wanderer 4 on, but what confuses me about the Lone Wanderer perk, I'm not sure if there's like a hidden star or a hidden point or something, but it says there's only three points that are only able to go into this, but it says I have the 4, and it won't let me put nothing else into charisma. So right now I have Lone Wanderer on, which grants when venturing alone, take 20% less damage and gain 30% AP regen. So if you're like me, who's not always on a team with somebody, I would definitely always run Lone Wanderer whenever you're not on a team. It's a definite perk card that you need to run, and AP regen plus the 20% less damage is a definite must. Okay, and then we are moving on, and then I also switch, so I always put Hard Bargain 3 on whenever I go buy stuff from vendors, and then I also put on Travel Agent, if I can find it here. And that is 30% fewer caps when fast traveling. I was hoping that whenever I put the Lone Wanderer perk on, I saw it had 3, I could have my Travel Agent on as well, but I did not know about the hidden 4th little rank there for the Lone Wanderer. So, and my 3 points into intelligence is obviously just Nerd Rage. This perk card is a definite must for this build. If you do not have Nerd Rage, you're not going to be very satisfied with your build. While below 20% health, gain 40% damage resistance, 20% damage, and 15% AP regen. And I have 3 points into that as well. Again, that is a definite must. Moving on to the 9 points into agility, I have Action Girl on. Action points regenerate 45% faster. I have my sneak on, which I'm a Bloodied VAT sneak build is what this was made out to be. So you have to have your sneak on there if you want to do be harder to detect. And then this is a new one I just added on today. This is the Adrenaline, and this gains 8%, max 48% damage for 30 seconds per kill. Duration refreshes with kills. I only put 3 points into this because I was not going to be able to fit it in, and I had to take one of these off, and I did not want to do that. So we hit 3 Adrenaline, and we're going to test it out and see how good it does. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so we're going to keep it on there for now. And the last line of perks here, we have Luck, 14 points into Luck, and we're going to start with the Grim Reaper Sprint, 3 points into that, and we have any VATs. Any kill in VATs has 30% chance to restore all action points. So this is another definite must if you're doing a VATs build. Better criticals. VATs criticals now do plus 40% damage. Another must for the VATs build if you want to do more damage when you enter VATs. Serendipity, while below 30% health, gain a 45% chance to avoid damage. So this one also works, you know, to avoid a lot of the damage that you're receiving from, let's say, Scorch Beast or something very, very strong, in the sense of, you know, a higher level enemy. And then we have 3 points into Class Freak. The negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. And then the last 2 points are Starch Genes, so you'll never mutate from rads and rad away whenever you cure your mutations. So that's the build. It's a very solid build in my opinion. Like I said, we're going to try out Adrenaline and see how it goes. But other than that, that is the build. And then we're going to go over the weapons for this as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the first one I have is the Quad Double Barrel Shotgun. Quad Hardened Double Barrel Shotgun with faster reload and damage while aiming. I haven't really played around with it too much, but it's doing a solid 257 damage, and it looks really, really good. Next up is the Bloody Powerful Automatic Handmade, doing 259 a shot. This is one of my most powerful weapons that I have. Yes, it is a 1-star. I'm hoping to find a better handmade at some point, but for right now, this is what we have. Next up, we have my Instigating Fixer. Again, looking for a Bloodied Fixer or a Zealot's one for the Queen, but for right now, this one does decent amount of damage with limb damage and 1 agility. And next up we have this, well, that's just a paddle ball. It's a cool little thing that we have, and the Camden Whacker is just a little joke that we kind of have. And then we have the Bloody Power Fist. I'm not really much of a melee guy, but this is always fun to play around with. Limb damage on that. And then we have our stim packs obviously in there, and then our Bloodied Automatic Tesla Rifle with faster fire rate and 1 agility. So these are all doing significant amounts of damage and really nice amounts of damage. If you guys want to run any of these, I'm hoping to find a better handmade at some point, at least with a couple more stars, at least get, you know, faster fire rate or something like that, and that will definitely help us out in the long run. So again, that's the camp, the build, the weapons, everything you guys need. Like I said, make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. Same name as what's on here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Encourage, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, peace out.